Hello and welcome back to Ken's Cardboard for episode 2 of my top favorite 100 cards in my collection. If you watched my last video, you saw cards 100 through 81. Now we're going to get into number 80 through 71. Let's get into the next 20. As I mentioned before, in my set, there are 45 graded, 55 ungraded, 62 baseball, 22 hockey, 13 football, 2 racing, 1 basketball, 25 are autographs, 25 are vintage, which is pre-1981. In the background today, we got 2 of my favorite players from one of my favorite artists. Scott at Reindeer Studios created both of these pieces of art, and happy to have those in my collection. And we're probably going to see some Charlie Blackmon and Bo Bichette in these next 20 cards of my top 100. All right, we're going to start off with some vintage Dodgers here. I think I have a couple of vintage Dodgers coming up. My dad's favorite player growing up in Los Angeles when I was a kid was this guy here, Don Drysdale. And this guy was as intimidating as it gets on the mound. I think between him and Bob Gibson, these guys were most intimidating pitchers of the 60s. But I love the 1960 top set. Love the 2 double images. You got the logo down here. The backs of the cards are nice looking as well. But also the Dodgers were World Championship champions in 1959. So their first World Championships in LA. No longer the Brooklyn Dodgers. So we'll put Don right over there. Next up is a newcomer to my collection. This is the 2024 Bo Nix Donruss Pandora, Red Pandora. I just love the design on this card. The colors look great. I like red cards. A lot of people like red cards. But the shine on it's awesome. We'll see how he does this next season. I think he got the Broncos to the playoffs last year, and we'll see if he can keep it up. But picked that one up earlier this year. Love the Donruss Optic rated rookie. It's a classic. Speaking of vintage Dodgers, here we got Joe Black and the 1953 Red Man. So I picked this up at the 2021 National. I had a goal of picking up a Red Man card, and I love the pink background on this. Joe Black was Rookie of the Year for the Dodgers. I forget what year it was that he was rookie, but he was Rookie of the Year in the late 50s. I'm not sure exactly the year it was, but not like how they put the stuff on the front of the card. That's one of the few cards to do that. But hope to get some more of these Dodgers cards. I like them with the tab still on them. I'm not crazy about the Beck Advantage slab, but just want to get some more vintage Dodgers in this set. So there we go, Joe Black, another great player for the Dodgers. He had so many Rookies of the Year back in the day, back in the 50s with Jackie Robinson. Here comes a hockey card. One of probably my first favorite hockey player that I watched, Joe Sakic. This is Joe Sakic's rookie card was 1990, and they didn't have Young Guns at that time, so they did a Young Gun Legend series, and that's what this card is here. Beautiful card of him in the Nordiques before it became the Colorado Avalanche. I started watching hockey in 1996 when the Nordiques moved to Colorado and they won the Stanley Cup. But 88-89 was Joe's rookie season. So there we go. We got a little hockey going there. As I mentioned before in my last video, Sapphire is one of my favorite card designs. This is from the first year of Sapphire. If we can get this to focus. Got too many things going on in the background. There we go. This is a, I forget the print run on these, but it's less than 1,000, I think. Got a good deal on this card. Great image, but I love the 2016 design. Block out, try the black one there. There you can see the card a little bit better. But great shine on that card for Arenado. All right, next up is one of my favorites here. It's a patch card, and there was a card like this. This is from I think Topps Tribute. No, Definitive. This is Definitive. So there's a card like this for a while that's numbered to 49, or maybe it was 99. It was a blue version for like $99 for a long time, and I almost pulled the trigger on it. Then this one popped up, and it's only numbered to 15. Basically the same image, just a blue background. But for my favorite players, I've been trying to collect, an autograph and a nice patch card. And so this is from the All-Star game, and not an All-Star game, but the I think it was like a 4th of July type of series card. But just love that image. This the person who sent this to me, this, when you look up the little number on this hologram here, it tells you what it is. So this is a game used jersey from July 2nd. Yeah, so it's from 4th of July weekend, from July 2nd, 2017, when Colorado versus Arizona. So pretty cool card. I don't think I went to that game, but next up we got a rookie card. I don't have a lot of rookie cards. Rookie cards aren't usually my thing. If the card looks great is what I'm looking for, not just that there's a rookie card. The rookie card craze is stupid to me. I like the way they look instead. So this is an alternate version, a parallel version of Todd Helton's rookie card. Obviously playing for Team USA here. Like, they have aluminum bats. They're allowed to play with aluminum bats. But this is the Bazooka parallel, and basically the same backs on here. But Topps put out in 1993, this Bazooka parallel. I don't know what the print run of these is, but it's definitely less than the regular 1993 versions, which I have his regular version as well. But I prefer that one. This is a card I recently picked up in Toronto. Made a trade of a Bo Bichette card. This, I traded a Kaboom, Panini Kaboom, minor league, kind of like pre-rookie card of Bo Bichette for this card. This is a 2023 Archive Signature Series, numbered out of 8 of 9, with the Bo Jackson autograph on the 89 Topps. So shout out to my friend Shane over at Shoebox Legends, who got me into these buyback fit cards. So thanks, Shane, on that. I think we're at number that was 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, 74, 73. We're at 72. 72, we got another hockey card. This is one of the greatest goalies ever play. Not the greatest. He didn't have a very long career, but this is the 1976 Topps Ken Dryden for the Montreal Canadiens. I love this card because I love the mask. It's this classic photo. Got a little all-star image down the bottom. Just love the old school design of this. Look at the stick here, and just the leather pads. Now today they got custom pads with colors and stuff. But old school Ken Dryden. I think I forget how many times he won the Stanley Cup with the Canadiens, like 7 or 8 times or something like that. But considered to be the top goalie in the National Hockey League, Ken is the past winner of both the Calder Trophy and the Conn Smythe. So love that one there. Beautiful 1976 Topps. This is the 2021 Topps Sapphire Purple Charlie Blackmon, even though it says Arenado on the front here. This game happened during the pandemic when they took this photo. I have the actual original image of this picture. I know the guy who took the photo. I met him at a card show in Denver. He lives here in Colorado, and I mentioned before that he takes photographs and sells them to Topps. I bought a card off of him, but he sent me this original image that I have, and I don't, maybe I put it in this video here. But 2021 is not my favorite card design. I don't like the small text there, but I do love purple sapphires, and I do love the image on this. This is Blackmon and Arenado's last season together as teammates. These are also numbered out of 10, the purple sapphires. So I collected most of the cards in the rainbow of this. I'm not going to try to get all of them. I have a red is the lowest number I have is a five, but there we go. That is card number 70, I believe. So math is hard. All right, go back to vintage here. Let's go to card number 69. We have a 1953 Jackie Robinson. So my goal in 2021 was to pick up a Jackie Robinson card, and I wasn't sure what I was going to get, just going to see what was available. A lot of the graded cards that I saw there were a little more than I wanted to spend. I think I wanted to spend about $1,000, somewhere around that range. And there's a dealer that had a bunch of ungraded cards, and this was one of them. And I don't know why it got an authentic. Now, when I got this graded at SGC, they weren't telling you what was wrong with the card, if it was authentic or altered, or trimmed or whatever. I don't think this is trimmed. It pretty much fits right in the holder there. I don't know, maybe someone colored some black on there. I don't know why it's got an authentic, but I'm disappointed that it got an authentic. I'd rather it got a 1, but something was issue with it. I don't know what it is on the back. Seems normal. But anyways, that's the story of picking up now. Me buying vintage cards like this, and not buying any more that are ungraded. So they will all be graded in the future. That's one reason why I buy graded cards. I prefer non-graded cards. I prefer, them not to be graded. Just keep them in one touches. But for graded these kind of cards, I don't trust them anymore. So I just go with that. So this card here is Landon McDonald. Played for the Colorado Rockies hockey team. Their short 5-year time period that they had here in Colorado. They were formerly from Kansas City, and then they came to Colorado. I think they were the scouts in Kansas City, and then came to Colorado for a few years in I think it was 75, 76, 77 season. And then they were here up and through 1981, I think it was. And he played for the Colorado Rockies. They went on to be the New Jersey Devils. But I was walking through the 2021 National and looking for hockey cards, and some guy had just opened a box of this Leaf, and this happened to be there. And I said, how much you want for that? He didn't have any prices on it because he'd literally just opened these boxes, and I think he said like $20. I said, I'll take it. And they were going to charity, so that was a cool deal. Leaf makes some great looking cards, but they're unlicensed with NHL or other products. This card here. So when I was a kid in baseball, I played third base a lot. I always liked third basemen. And I also was a Pete Rose fan in the late 70s, and then Pete Rose went to the Phillies 1979-80. And I started following the Philadelphia Phillies, and Mike Schmidt became one of my favorite players. I remember, the kind of the burgundy colored Phillies uniforms they had with their hats with the cursive P. And I'm looking at this image now, and looks like it's a reverse negative image, because I don't remember Mike Schmidt being left-handed. I'm pretty sure he's right-handed, and I'm looking at the P in his hat there. Wow, that's unique. So this is Finest Moments autograph from April 17th, 1976. 4 home runs in one game. One of the few people to do that. Topps Finest card here, but interesting to see that this is a reverse negative. I think they wanted to create the design of the card with, you know, the signature on the left, and I don't know what the rest of these look like in the series. I have to look them up, but and have the image on the right, but I don't know why they chose that one. That's weird. Interesting. First time I noticed that. You never know. You can see, look at the shine on that in the light. Oh, back to some patch cards again. So one of my favorite players is currently playing for the Avalanche, Mr. Nathan MacKinnon. This is Upper Deck Exquisite Collection, which is a insert set in certain products. I don't know the exact name product, maybe Black Diamond or something. I forget what product this comes out of. Nonetheless, I didn't buy it out of a pack, or got it out of a pack. I bought it off of eBay for a steal. I don't know how I got it for such a deal, but this is out of 10. 3-color patch with the gold foil in the background. Just a beautiful card. Like I said, I like to get one nice patch card of my favorite players, and then, you know, an autograph. I don't yet have an autograph of MacKinnon. They're pretty pricey. All right, so next up is a hometown guy here. We got Mr. David Bodie. I know David Bodie's family. They went to my church. David Bodie was in middle school when I was like a youth coach at my church that I went to in Colorado here. David, I know his brother Danny, but this is his rookie card, and this is the only card I have that's graded. I can only find this card in graded version. I have almost all the parallels of this rookie card, but this is my favorite here. I love the 2018 Independence Day card. This was the best design that they had. Love the red frame. These are numbered out of 76. Just an awesome looking card. Happy to add this David Bodie to my collection. I think I have a couple of his cards in my top 100. Local kid. Oh, Stadium Club. What can you say about Stadium Club? Oof. I love me some Stadium Club, and this is an amazing image here of great shot of Coors Field. Got Arenado hitting a home run probably. You can see him up on the scoreboard as well. It's pretty cool. Playing against the Reds. This is the first. I bought a box of this this year. Didn't get this in the box, but I love the design of 2020 Stadium Club. This is the gold. No, it's just the regular refractor. They have a refractor. I think they have a gold version of this, but I don't have that one. But I love this design. Loves me some shine. Got lots of shine going on in these cards here today, but love that image. It's one of my favorite images on any cardboard I have. Another favorite player. So sad to see him leave the Colorado Avalanche, but Mikko Rantanen picked up this autograph earlier this year. Number 96. Unfortunately, he now plays for one of the teams I don't know, more of a rival, I guess, Dallas Stars. But he was traded to Carolina, and then he didn't want to play in Carolina, and so he got traded again to Dallas. And like Avalanche would never trade him to Dallas, but it's unfortunate they couldn't work out a deal with their, their agents, I guess, to come up with a plan. I think he signed for less than, for almost the same amount he would have signed for the Avalanche. But this is from Premier Signatures from 2018, 2019. So not a rookie, but pretty cool autograph of Mikko Rantanen. I'll put him over here on the hockey side. More patch cards coming up for you here. Here are 3 of my favorite Rockies players, all on one card in a Topps Triple Threads. I don't know how, but I got this card for less than $20. It's numbered to 9. It's the gold version, I think. I don't know. Maybe it is the gold version. I have to look that up on like Topps trading card database or something like that. But 2 patches here, and then one with just a different color jersey. But I couldn't pass this one up. I hit the buy it now as soon as possible. Someone must have got this in a break or something like that and thought the Rockies sucked, which they do. But it has 3 great players on it for Rockies, which none of them play for the Rockies any longer. But I have that card in my collection, and I cherish that one. We got a vintage card coming up. This is card number 61. This is Mr. Tim Horton. If you are familiar with Tim Hortons, the coffee donut place, this is the same guy, named after him. Great defenseman for the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is the 59-60 Parkhurst, as you can see on the flip there. This is one of the first, actually the first, like, vintage hockey card I purchased, and I got it at the National in 2022. No, I didn't go to 2022, 2023 in Chicago. I was with my buddy Dylan and Adam, Vintage Card Sanctuary. We were picking up some cards from this dealer, and I had some cash, and this was the card that caught my eye. I like the design with the hockey stick on the right side. I like the non-white color on it. The backs are pretty plain here, but this is the Parkhurst. Awesome card. I've shown that a few times in my collection. And last up, this is number 61. Maybe that was 60. I can't figure the number. Whatever. We're in the top 60 here. 61, I think. So this card I have never shown on my channel. Just picked this up this week, or it came in the mail this week. I really love watching Caitlin Clark play. She is very intense, and she's good. She's great with assists and can shoot the ball from anywhere on the court and nail it, just drain it. This Fuego card, oh man, I don't know why they don't make more cards with this type of refractor-ish stuff, but Panini Select rookie card. This is my favorite card of Caitlin Clark that I have. I have 3 or 4 of these, 3 or 4 of her cards now. She reminds me of John Stockton a little bit, but playing basketball. I'm not a fan of the NBA. I used to watch the NBA in the 90s when I lived in California. I used to go to the Sacramento Kings games, but we got the Caitlin Clark here, rookie card, Prism and Fuego. So there you go. That's my top 61 cards that are in my collection. Wow, I went longer than I thought, up to 23 minutes. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this series. We still got 59 more cards to go. So, appreciate it. Take care. Peace.